de facto, pterodactyl when I micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why.
All right, guys. Ian Anderson and Corey Merle from Central Coast Disc Golf. Corey, we are back out for the back nine, Olpe Lake.
Yes, sir, man. Long course, but got some good scores going. Paul's at 6 down. Kale, Eric hanging in there. Cam, he could make a run here at the end.
No doubt at all. Yeah. All right, buddy. Let's watch some disc golf.
Let's do it.
Corey, we're kicking it off on hole 10, par 3, 300 feet. Pretty gettable, kind of a must-get birdie for these guys.
Exactly. When we were first here, the first day, we kind of walked the course, and they had a Mando sign on one of those first trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to force you really up the gut. They took it off since then, but it still plays that same up the middle, kind of a flex backhand line. But like you said, very gettable. There's trees to contend with, though.
Mm-hmm. And Paul was asking for a miss, and he got one.
I couldn't believe it, man. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to neg skip right at me, but it just nestled nicely.
You got more than a miss. You got a nice kick, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing pretty well. Emac, a little too much ante on that one, but he's going to finish pin high with a putt.
Yeah, there isn't too much trouble if you miss these initial trees. You could turn it over a little much into that thickness, but once you get past that, you're generally going to have an open putt of the basket.
Yep. Not a bad look there either. We are looking at Kale Leiviska. Looks like he's ripping out that trusty M4 he loves so much.
Yeah, that was tasty, man. He is just Mr. Smooth.
Isn't he?
He really
Yeah.
is. I love it.
Him and Cam Todd, man, both real smooth throwers.
Seriously, we got some smoothies here, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, good stick.
Cam
Ian.
Todd is such a good putter, man.
Absolutely,
Love
just
watching
clean.
him toss it.
That was good, too, man.
Yeah.
That was a little zinger.
See, senor. Emac? Oh, he's been putting so well this round, and that one just kind of a touch am side and kind of a weird kick right there.
Exactly. It kind of just slid right off the back of that basket.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, Paul, the park job,
Yeah.
man. Hard to ask for more than that.
That's a pretty good drive.
Yeah.
And, Paul's continuing to do work, Corey.
Yeah, 7 down through 10. That really is making light of this course. Like, it's a tough course,
Yeah,
especially if the wind's kicking.
Yeah. Paul McBeth things, man. Hole 11, par 3, amazingly.
I know.
Gotta question that one a little bit.
Super tough.
Yeah, 500 feet, OB right, and then OB left eventually, and then you got this peninsula green again. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone trying to go for a 3 on this one.
Exactly.
Or, sorry, a 2.
A 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Those guardian trees right there really make it a tiny keyhole that you're shooting through from maybe 460 feet away.
Yeah.
It's just not really doable.
Yeah, pretty silly. There's Paul. I believe that's the Star Destroyer. He's been ripping all day.
Yeah, that's the preferred line, that outside hyzer. It's just safe right to the middle. Just
Yeah.
give yourself an approach shot.
Yeah, the forehand works too out the left gap. We saw that one.
This is true.
Fades away from the water at least. Cam Todd.
Choosing the Goldilocks shot right at the middle.
Yeah, indeed, sir. Just smooths it right out there. He's going to have like a kind of a hyzer approach. He won't really hit that gap exactly, but
Exactly.
totally doable. Kale Leiviska.
Yeah, pure. I mean, it's nothing flashy off the tee here. You just want to navigate these initial trees and
Yeah.
make your way as far down that fairway as
Look
you
like
can.
he threw his M4.
That was impressive,
Yeah.
how that was.
Emac throwing the Paige Pierce Convict.
What were we just talking about, Ian? That's the only thing to
Yeah.
avoid here.
He's guilty of hitting that tree. He's going with the Bio Defender, I believe, right here on the second shot.
Wow, so he's getting aggressive. He wants it.
He was attacking the green right here.
Too aggressive, Ian.
Yeah, just faded out a little early. So Kale put himself in a really great spot, Corey.
Yeah, I'll say, man, that's about as good as you can have it. Any closer, and honestly, I don't even want to be too close because I don't want to run it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't want to be thinking about that shot. Yeah. So Cam gave himself this hyzer approach, which
Hung out a little wide.
but yeah, he's pitting high. He's making that putt all day.
Gosh, these rocks just look so punishing on the disc, don't they?
Yeah, wait till you see him walking off the green.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's that Rock X3 he's been slinging around today, right?
Yeah, he's liking it in the wind.
Flies good.
Mm-hmm. Here's Emac to save.
Not quite enough gusto.
A 4, going to be taking a 5 there. There's Paul coming back for his, well, it feels like a birdie, but it's really a par 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
3's a good score, man.
It is a very good score. I would bet a lot of money nobody got 2. Good putt from Cam as well. And Emac, he was having such a good round, just a little kind of a little trouble hole right there.
Yeah, definitely not what he was looking for. You know, hanging tight with all these guys. Oh, there's Cam right there.
Yeah, look at that. See that big old notch?
Oh,
in his
my
disc?
goodness.
Yeah. Ouch.
Wow. Yeah, Emac was hanging around. He was 5 down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Had a good round cooking. Unfortunately, the double bogey.
Yeah.
Not helping things.
No, so no shame to 3 down on this course. Not at all. We're on to hole 12, or par 5, Corey. It's a long one with a treacherous island green.
Absolutely. In years past, this pin has actually been on the smaller, like postage stamp size green or little island on the right there.
Yeah,
You see by that yellow.
Uh-huh.
That is when it turns into a par 5. This one, you know, is definitely 3-able if you have the arm.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're throwing maybe 650 feet up until that water, and then you got to carry it for a good 150 feet to that island.
Yeah, it's definitely doable for the big arms, like you're saying. Paul McBeth going with that Star Destroyer. Wants to get some distance here off the tee, make that second shot a little easier.
Yeah, that barbed wire fence is OB off to the right side, so that should be noted.
Yeah.
You know, shouldn't come into play with any of these guys because they're just throwing these hyzers into the middle. But
If you try a little too hard, you
Exactly.
could flip it over there.
I heard Ricky Wysocki unfortunately did go OB here.
I heard that too, yeah. Cam is ripping out that Star Boss he's been crushing all day.
Yeah, that'll play, man. Like you say, man, sneaky distance. He's right up there with McBeth. Like,
Yeah.
same spot.
Mm-hmm. A little bit tougher angle. We'll see if he attacks the green.
Definitely.
Leiviska throwing that Core Series D2.
Wow. That's just great flight right there.
He smashed that one. Like legit. Real far.
Yeah, again, that's just right where you want to be. It kind of puts you in the zone where you're thinking about running it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it drops off quick to that water, so it's almost, you know, safer just to give it a full pump to the green.
Yeah. Emac throwing that Lucid Defender. Getting it out there pretty well.
Yeah, it was a good pull.
Mm-hmm. He's going on with the Marshall right here. So just for a layup shot here.
Yeah, that's just pure layup zone. He didn't quite bite off enough to give himself a realistic go at that green.
Yeah.
You know, if all these guys get great drives, they're thinking 3 here.
Yeah. But Cam also just going to play some smart golf and take his easy 4 most likely.
Yeah, that's his middle name, you know, right? Cam Smart Golf Todd.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Been seeing it all day. McBeth, he's doing McBeth things, Corey.
Oh, he's going. You know, he's going for it.
Yeah.
Get. Oh my! That's a foot short.
Yeah, it hit the rock.
No, Ian.
Yeah, brutal. And Kale, after that monster drive, is still going to play smart and take the easy 4.
I mean, you watch somebody just throw a full power rip.
You know you're going to get a stroke on him.
Exactly.
Yeah. No shame in that at all. Emac's going back to that Marshall.
Yeah, he throws it great. Paige Pierce throws this disc great too.
Nice.
Shooting her FPO footage, she loves it as a approach disc.
Cool. That's going to be a 4 for Emac. Here's Cam with his 3rd. Just going to be laying up for his 4.
Ian.
Oh! No! Oh! Corey.
Greasy Ian.
Oh, my God. Dude.
Greasy Ian.
That hit so solid, dude. Oh, Cam. Just too good.
Literally too good.
Yeah.
All you hear is pole.
Yeah, you do. You hear the tone pull.
Ian, that would have caught on a Mach X.
It would have. Oh man, that was beast. Cam throws him in like we saw it at Worlds.
At
too,
Worlds
right?
last year on Emporia. We'll be
Yep.
there Saturday. He had an incredible throw in for Eagle.
Yeah. Ooh, Kale playing the tree right there.
Yeah, totally as he drew it up.
Yeah, yeah. I heard him call it. So McBeast from the drop zone with the Nova. He's gonna be laying up and taking his 5.
Yeah, taking a par again though. In this hole, a 5 kind of feels like a bogey.
It does, yeah. It's a pretty soft par 5 for these big distance guys. Oh man.
God, of what could have been with that red disc sitting there.
Right?
You know what I mean?
It needed to be like about like 4 inches lower, and I think it would have stayed in.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I mean,
It was coming in hot. So.
Coming in hot, and it was like center.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit off center might have helped it, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, missed
Maybe
the pole a
not
little better.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, Cam. What a shot.
Oh, well. I choose to remember it going in.
Hole 13, guys, we go from a really long one to a really short one, Corey.
I love this this course design kind of feature. You go from 2 really tough gets, really long holes, to this 215-foot little shorty. It's techie. There's water left of the basket and short of the basket.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of hang it out. This is the extremely safe play.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Throw to the center of the fairway, pitch it up, take your 3. No OB.
See what Kale does? Ooh, that's a pretty aggressive line.
That's tight on that basket. That's a great shot.
Yep. Aggressiveness pays off. Emac throwing that blend Marshall again.
Yeah, just right up the gut, setting it up there.
Another safe shot from Emac, yeah.
I don't blame these guys. It's so short, it really tempts you into trying to park it.
He's almost in that spot, though, where you could run it, but you don't
Yeah.
want to because you're putting right at the water, so we'll see what he does. Looks like McBeast on that.
Ooh, cho.
Rock X3.
Ooh, inbounds.
Yeah, and Cam's quick. When
Cam knows what he's doing,
yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. So he just laid up and took his 3. Emac thinking about it, but his
No.
he knew what to do.
Smarter minds prevail.
They did. There's McBeast with 2. Kale, from just a little bit closer, should be carding this one as well.
Yeah, I mean, that water's so close to the back. It is a short putt, but you still got to think about it.
Yeah.
Any miss, and that thing's flying in the water.
I really like this course. It's really fun to watch. I don't know if I'm going to play it a ton because, but
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you're asking to lose distance. And that water is so murky.
Yeah.
Even if it slides in a foot, who knows where it is.
It's gone. But someone really took care of this course. It's like all the bridges.
The infrastructure is incredible.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. We couldn't figure out if it was there before the disc golf course or it was built for the disc golf course.
Yeah.
Either way, tons of work.
Emac was telling me this guy just goes out and works on it. It's his trucker. Whenever
Really?
He's got some time. He just goes out and beats up and makes this place beautiful, dude.
Wow. You know what? Kudos, random trucker.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
that guy is hero status.
Anyway, hole 14, 715 feet, Ian.
Yeah, we're taking a little hyzer off the tee, and then usually a hyzer approach too. There is OB very close left of the basket right there.
Exactly. Very close left, and there is kind of OB on the right off the tee if you turn it over, and sneaky on the left if you try to penetrate too far.
Yeah.
There's water on that left side that can't come into play.
Yeah, looks like Kale's throwing that D2 again.
Right in the center fairway, just placement golf.
Yep, McBeast going to start destroyer.
Yeah, not quite a full power shot. Doesn't really make sense to try and get over that fenced off area because it kind of sets you up for a similar shot anyway.
Yep. Cam Todd, believe he's going with that Star Boss. You'd think like a bright yellow disc would be super visible, but it's not.
It's not. And I usually say bright yellow is my favorite color.
I know. Yeah, that one is invisible for some reason.
Yeah, well, this gray sky ain't helping anything.
No, not so much. Emac with the Bio Defender.
See, now this is... Oh, sit. Ooh, no. I was hoping the guy would kick it in.
Right? That caught 2 really unlucky skips there.
Yeah.
Cam Todd busted out the distance rangefinder, but apparently it lied to him because he's coming up a little short here, Corey.
Yeah, it was totally the rangefinder.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
100%. Kale? I think he's going D2.
Yeah, it looked to me to be that same disc that he threw off
Yeah.
the tee, which, frankly, on this hole, it's a
Makes-
good play. Sorry, very good play.
That was a fantastic play.
Oh, my goodness, that was
Wow.
beautiful.
So we're looking at Emac's third after that OB stroke.
And that is not an easy lie. He is tucked in those trees.
I know, man, but he got that lucid defender way up there. And
That's
he's
a great shot, man.
gonna have a look to save his 4. Paul going Star Destroyer on a big old hyzer line.
Yeah, which is the play. You kind of want to spike it in so it doesn't skip too far to the left.
A little short.
Yeah, he was mentioning that he really wanted to throw his Star Destroyer that he lost on that par 5.
Really?
But he
Oh.
had to get the newer one and just didn't quite throw it as hard as he needed to.
Mm-hmm. Cam giving that a run. Fortunately stays in bounds. Here's Paul for his birdie.
Come on, stick in there.
Oh, begging for that one to catch, but it.
That one was slid out, Ian.
Yeah. It definitely almost went OB. Here's Emac, which should be a fantastic par save.
Wow. That's clutch right there, man. That's
is.
really important not to lose a stroke. You took a 5 on a hole a couple holes back. You got to stop the bleeding.
There's Kale with just a drop in. That upshot was straight money.
You go ahead, Kale.
That was incredible, man. His touch with that D2 is just, it's very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, he's not throwing a lot of molds, but he throws them really well.
Exactly.
Get really familiar with them.
Hey, it's like it's like the Philo strategy type thing, It's
Yeah.
like
Minimize the
you
molds.
minimize it and just keep it basic.
Yeah, seems to be working. That was Cam and Paul with drop-in 4s, and Kale getting a stroke on the card right there.
Yeah, that's a great 3. From your placement shot, it leaves you that 400-foot hyzer, and for these guys, you really want it, but that's a hard shot.
So you've just walked into a disc golf store. Look at all that sweet plastic. So many new discs to try. But you have your trusty compadres. Why would you want to try something new? What if you don't like this new disc? Rest easy. When shopping at any of our buyback retailers, if you are not completely satisfied with a disc from Dynamic Discs, Latitude 64, or Westside Discs, bring it back within 14 days with proof of purchase, and we will replace it with whatever disc you want. It is that simple. Now get out there and play some disc golf. Check out dynamicdiscs.com/retail to find a buyback retail partner near you.
Hole 15, kind of a similar style throws we're going to see off the tee. A
Exactly.
little bit shorter approach, though.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a 3.5. Like, there was 0 2s on it all day.
Right.
Having said that, there weren't a ton of 4s either.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones that it doesn't quite have the scoring separation that you're looking for.
It could use some massaging to get to
Exactly.
generate that, yeah.
Exactly. But there is OB off the tee on the right side. You'll see that barbed wire. Shouldn't come into play, but again, if you're trying to hulk something up, you could flip it over.
Yeah. Kale pumping on his D2 per the usual. That'll play. Nothing wrong
It's
with that.
becoming
at
a
all.
reoccurring story.
Yeah.
D2, center of the fairway.
Side of the fairway, yep. D2 under the basket. Paul McBeth, Star Destroyer.
Yeah, I think that was I believe it was like a Luster Champion Destroyer, if I'm correct.
Was it?
I
Oh.
think it was. It had that swirly champ look to it when I was
cool.
walking over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to be an easy 3. Cam Todd, Star Boss.
Yeah, easy 3 is really what you want on this hole. There is OB left, right, and behind the pin. It kind of is on a pseudo peninsula.
Yeah.
You have some room to work with, but easy 3 is what you're going for.
EMAC with the Bio Enforcer. And EMAC out driving everybody
Great
right
pull,
here.
buddy.
Yeah.
To be fair, they weren't going max distance, but
yeah.
closer nonetheless.
He hyzered harder than they did. Cam Todd. Ooh.
Sit.
Needed a nestle. He's within Cam Todd range.
Yeah, he's good. You just want to punch it onto those wood chips. Anything on those wood chips, you're putting, you're okay.
Kale throwing his PA3.
Beautiful.
Kale Leiviska upshots.
Like
So hot right
there's
now.
There's nothing even more to say. Like, what do you do?
So fire.
It's so good.
EMAC hangs out a little left, but he's been cannon putts. I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah, I think that's that Marshall again. If I'm correct, it flies so nice.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And so does this thing, the Nova from Paul. People were asking for that one to drop in, but Paul's like, no, I'm putting another basket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was funny, man. Me and John, his brother, were there. We heard people say go in, and we're
Yeah.
like, that's going to be 25 short. What are these people talking about?
Cam popping that one in. And there's Paul with a drop in, and Kale will do the same in a hot second.
That's a good set of 3s. Like I said, not a lot of 4s, not a lot of 2s. Just get out of there without any damage done is your goal.
Yep. Just get to your next hole. Paul with an 8 down, which is pretty ridiculous out here.
That's tearing it up. When we started, the leader in the clubhouse was Johnny McCabe at 7 down.
Yeah.
So at this point, he's already, any more strokes are gravy at this point.
Hole 16, par 4, 610. OB right-hand side, so it's right of the fence, not the road.
Exactly. That was definitely wrong the first time I was here. I thought it was a road.
Yep. So you see the fence, the wire line basically there, and just a really, really tight green, Corey.
Definitely. When we were here shooting our drone and playing a fun round, it was a ripping headwind.
Really?
The interesting part about this course, we have a tailwind on this today.
Really? Yeah. The
so-
wind changes a lot, man.
It is swirly and it changes constantly.
Yep. Kale just smoothed one up the middle. Paul going with that destroyer.
Oh, big hyzer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a good play. That's just safe. You know what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah. Hangs it out over the. Yeah, he's back in bounds at least.
Yeah. Getting a little fringy there for a
Yeah,
second.
he was, wasn't he? Cam looks like he's just taking it up the middle with like a fairway driver or something.
Yeah, it's that same disc I know he drove hole 1 with, so it's something not too high speed and it's very stable.
I'm calling it a T-bird until we find out. Might be a Firebird too. We'll see.
Okay, sounds fair.
Yeah.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. Emac throwing the Page Pierce Convict again.
Ooh, he was flirting with that OB line, but that's a good distance.
That's a great spot to be too.
Mm-hmm.
So Cam put himself in a really tough spot,
Not
but
good footing.
it didn't really bother him.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
got a good nestle right
Yeah,
there.
praise the wood.
Yeah, those were able to save the day. I'm not sure if that was the M4 or the PA3.
Yeah,
I think PA3.
that's exactly what I was thinking as
Yeah.
well. It didn't really have. It had a good nestle to it.
Mm-hmm. And Paul's throwing that Champ AVR3?
I believe it is Champer Star, but it's an AVR3.
Yeah,
it's one of them.
okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Emac with that Marshall.
That's nice. I mean, there isn't too much wind today, but man, the wind can be ripping, and if it's ripping, you need to be as close as possible to this pin because that OB is tight on the left side.
Yeah.
I saw more than a few putts fly over the basket into the water.
Yeah, we got pretty favorable conditions considering the previous couple days.
Definitely.
So we should be looking at a bunch of threes here, Corey.
Yeah, it's interesting that this is a par 4 and the hole before is a par 3, considering it's going to be threes across the board for everyone. Like, nobody's twoing either of those.
No.
And there's not going to be a lot of fours either.
Yep. There is that star frame. McBeast 9 down. Kale looking at a 7. Emac with a 5. Todd with a. They're
cooking,
fired.
Ian.
Yeah, they're doing some
Yeah.
work out here for sure. We're on the hole 17, guys. Par 3, 410. Pretty tough too.
Definitely. I mean, it's a full rip, just down the middle with a bit of a flex over that OB, and you have to race it in here.
Yeah.
If you have a good round going, it doesn't really make sense to try and go for it, honestly.
Yeah. Well put. Kale's ripping that M4 out there. It looks like he's just gonna take his smart 3,
Exactly.
put it in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah. Ian, I'm calling it. I think that's a Smuggler's Notch logo on the back of his head. It's only 2 instead of 3.
That was so funny. Paul was asking right there, is it the road or the rope? Is that a bounds? And he just puts it right in the middle anyway, like it didn't even matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How deep is this? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm throwing it 200 anyway.
Yeah.
Or 300.
Good drive from Cam. He might have a look depending on the foliage situation.
Uh-oh, Eric.
Ooh, Emac throwing the felon?
That was a felon? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey, seasoned anything can
Yeah,
get flippy, man.
Emac throws hard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a good fight. Gonna give him a putt for his 3.
Yeah, from where he was, he didn't have good footing.
Mm-hmm.
Wade.
It was Wade. As a solid up from Kale. McBeast going with that ABR3 again. Nice and stable.
Yeah, nice and stable. It's in that S-line P2 competitor. You know, it's kind of in that
No
form. Whoa.
Barely, it was really close. I couldn't get Cam hopped right. You saw it? Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, Emac missing a putt. He hasn't missed one that bad all around.
No.
We're getting a little tired late in the round here. Getting a little wet. Kale continues the great putting.
Whoa, through the chains.
Yeah, McBeth not missing that one. And Emac and Cam cleaned up their pars. Or sorry, their 4s.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Cam got a 3. Emac got a 4. I'll get there eventually. And McBeth still with the 9 down. And we're on to hole 18, Island Green.
Misery, Ian. Oh my gosh.
I did not play this one during the
No,
practice round.
there's no sense to play this one.
No.
It really is reminiscent of hole 16 at Emporia,
Yeah.
the Emporia Country Club.
Yep.
That island hole, that famous island hole. There's Cam Todd's disc in practice.
I like
just
that.
Parking it.
Parking it.
Yeah.
Well done. If you find Nate Sexton, ask him about his practice round on 18. He's got a funny story.
Oh gosh, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kale Leiviska.
That was too smooth, Ian.
It was.
Get.
Oh. Could have stuck, but
I know. I was rooting for it, Ian.
Yeah, it did not. Paul going, I want to say Thunderbird.
Thunderbird, or it might have been FD3.
Oh, yeah,
I believe it was an FD3.
Yeah, you're right. It's that purple FD3.
Yeah,
he was looking for this one for like 45 minutes in the water.
I was just going to say, yeah,
Yeah.
we were here a couple days earlier. He's filming some B-roll and stuff, and yeah, he was in the water for 30, 45 minutes just fishing around for it.
Yeah. Cam going a little long.
But that's the safe shot.
That is the best miss possible.
Yes.
Long and left.
That looks good.
Emac.
How did that look from the tee, Ian?
I thought it was going in, man.
Dude,
Like,
I have to.
100%.
It was like perfectly chain
Oh,
high.
just long, right? Just like a little foot long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Good up shot from Kale from the drop zone. It's not an easy shot from over there.
No. And if you miss that, there's an additional drop zone, I believe, that
Yep.
you go to.
That's right.
So
yeah.
it's not even a guarantee. I mean, you could be adding up to a 7.
Yeah.
It could be a nightmare hole.
It could get nasty real quick. Emac with a nice birdie after Cam missed his birdie putt. Here is Kale for the 4. Paul for a
Wow.
course record, Corey. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Course record, he shot 50, right?
Yeah. 10 down or something.
That's
like
unbelievable, man.
that. Yeah.
How often do you say that? McBeth with a course record.
I've said it
That-
quite a lot in my
Gosh,
commentating
yeah.
career. Yep. Wow, man. How about that sexy beast leading the way?
Good Lord. On tour together, on top of the leaderboards together. It never ends.
It doesn't, does it? But we'll be on the chase card tomorrow. We got a pretty sweet one. And no complaints here, Corey.
Sign me up for this one.
Yeah, Simon, Kale, Dio. I always love that.
I love Dio. He's so cool, man.
He's the best, man. And Big Germ.
Like he isn't cool?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun day.
Arguably the nicest card I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Pretty solid.
I'm stoked.
We gonna mic one of these guys up again. We gonna try that.
I really want to, man.
We'll see-
I really want
We'll
to.
see what we can make happen. Maybe
Cool.
just Big Germ mic'd up.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm down with that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching round 1. I hope you guys had fun. We had fun watching that. Wouldn't want to play it, but it was really fun to watch. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in round 2.